Assalamualaikum and hi semua. So in this video we are going to proceed our discussions on example 4A for topic 1. So the question is find the resultant vectors. So basically in this question we have two vectors, F1 with the magnitude 140 Newton and vector F2 with magnitude 80 Newton. So when we have to resolve the vectors, what you have to do is you have to draw the column, 3 columns, okay? So yang ini adalah specifically for 2 dimensions, okay? Kalau dia hanyalah 1 dimension, we just sum up the components. Okay, so kita akan buat column. Okay, the first column would be you punya vector. So since vector kita F, kita just tulis F. And then second column would be you punya X component. And then the third column would be you punya Y component. Okay, and then you ada berapa vector? So you ada F1 and you ada F2. Okay. Okay, and then after that, okay, since F1 you have angle with 40 degree from the vertical component, so you have to resolve your F1 into X and Y component. So basically, okay, so kita akan ada kat sini, which is kita punya F1Y, and this one we have F1X. Okay, sorry. Okay, and then after that, when you have to resolve, so you have to think either we're gonna use cos or sine. Okay, so the simplest way adalah kita buat complete triangle. Okay, so I akan buat macam ni lah, complete triangle. Okay, so dotted line tu dia adalah parallel to F1X. Okay, so ini adalah F1X. Lepas tu you buat arrow daripada you punya angle, okay, kepada interest component you. So pergi ke F1X dan pergi kepada F1Y. So apa yang you nampak, bila dia pergi kepada paksi Y, dia akan membentuk C. So kita akan guna cos lah. So paksi X dia tegak, so kita akan guna sin. Okay, but then you have to consider F1 tu duduk di kuadran mana? Kuadran pertama kan? So kalau dia kuadran pertama, maksudnya X dia positif, Y dia juga adalah positif. So we start to resolve F1X is equals to 140, and then remember kita akan guna sin, so sin 40. So you press your calculator and make sure you punya calculator dalam degree. So you will get the value is 89.99 Newton. Okay, and then for Y component, so you will get F1Y is equals to 140 cos 40, the angle. Okay, and then you press your punya calculator and then you will get is equals to 107.25 Newton. Okay, but then for F2 is very simple because F2 just align along Y component, so dia tak akan ada nilai untuk X component, so it's just simply 0. So F2X is equals to 0 Newton. Even 0 Newton you have to write down, so don't forget to write unit even though the value is 0. Okay, so for F2Y, so it will be, you just ambil je lah dia punya nilai, which is 80 Newton, but then it is acting downward, so you have to put negative, and then you have to find out the net component. Okay, so it will be summation Fx is equals to, you will get 89.99 Newton, and for summation Fy you will get, okay, 27.25 Newton. Okay, don't stop your solution here because this is just step number 2. Okay, step number 2. Okay, step number 1 adalah kita draw free body diagram. I forgot about the step. So step number 1 is we just draw free body diagram and make sure all the arrows is outward. Okay, step number 2, we have to sum all the components. But then for 2 dimension, you have to draw the column. Okay, after that, you have to find out the magnitude using theorem Pythagoras, which is the equation is f equals to square root of fx squared plus fy squared. And then you make sure you substitute in the value for fx, which is 89.99 squared, and then we plus 27.25 squared, and then you will get f equals to 94.03 Newton. And then going to step number 4, you have to find out the direction. Okay, in order to find out the directions, okay, you have to consider fy and fx value, either positive or negative. Okay, but for this case, we have value fx and fy both are positive. So you have to draw part c x and part c y. So fx positive, fy positive. So your resultant force would be on the first quadrant. Okay, so this would be your F resultant ataupun resultant force you. Okay, so kita nak cari dia punya nilai lah, angle dia berapa. So tan theta is equals to summations of Fy per summations of Fx. Okay, and then tan theta is equals to Fyu is 27.25. Okay, you divide with 89.99. And then you punya theta would be 16.85 degree. But then it aligned above positive x-axis. Okay. Okay, so that's all for example of 4A. So thank you.